welcome to MS4. I'm going to apologize to begin with. We are shooting in natural lighting and the porch and the kitchen window are both open because it's warm here. We apparently went from big snow drifts and chilly weather to 70 degrees. Spring leading into summer probably. It's warm, so apologize for the noise. We live by a police station, so there's all sorts of sirens. I would think that the sirens would happen away from the police station, but that's not accurate. We also live next to a school, so you're gonna hear some school children probably at some point in time because we're nearing noon. I am doing a face of makeup. I'm testing some stuff to make sure it traveled okay. Over the winter, we moved. December 24th is my anniversary for New York. So during that point in time, some of my makeup went across country and was in a big box situation. Others were in a, sorry for bumping you. Others were in a U-Haul. It was very cold weather. So some of my products I'm kind of testing to see how they fared as far as if they're creams, that sort of thing. I did pre-swatch some stuff on my hand. It's a little harder to see because this is a single cream blush and then this is a duo, and we'll get into that when we get there. But some of this is just testing things out, seeing how it lived. So we're doing our best here. I apologize for the lighting. I feel like the Back to the Future. I apologize for the crudity of this model. You know, it's not to scale. So that being said, let's get some makeup on. I'm gonna start out with this is the Dr. Jart, the BB in light. Fair light, sorry. I've been having a little bit of an issue. I am taking a medication that makes my face flush. So I can start out in the morning or whatever and it's fine, and then suddenly during the day, flush. So I don't know how that's gonna be. We're gonna see how that goes. There's a lot of people that, you know, they just naturally have a flush to them, or if they're embarrassed or whatever, they flush naturally. I am chemically induced flushing, so good times. Okay, I definitely need the sunscreen in this. That's one of the things that my partner and I went out to the park in New Jersey this weekend to see cherry blossoms. And it was really beautiful. It was cold, but we saw the cherry blossoms, but I ended up not wearing my hat and getting my scalp sunburned, so not as fun as you'd think. But anyway, we had a good time, and it's the right time of year for the cherry blossoms, so that was really fun. Okay, so far so good. Hopefully that goes well. I do have a powder to powder over in a little bit, but we're not gonna do that yet. So we've got this is your Rare Beauty, and in the shade Bright Side. So this is the cream contour. I'm just gonna, I need to get a hairpin, but I don't have one. A lot of this with the move has just been trying to find where everything is living. Most of it we put away at first, and then we're trying to get the right place for it as we go along. We've got pretty far. Most of our artwork is hung at this point in time, so that's good. It's a bonus. So it's just some of those stray items. Sometimes it's like, where did I put it? And do I really need it? So maybe that's good in a way, is to figure out, did I really need it? So blushes, I'm doing cream blushes. I'm having FOMO of the new Lisa Eldridge cream blush. Sorry. Anyway, I have lots of really pretty cream blushes, so it's not like I don't have them. This one is Summer Fridays, the Pink Skies, and then which we're gonna use because the Fenty Duo This is one of the limited edition Fenty Duos. It is Peony Papa, Peona Droppa, and Malibu's. Oh, Malibu's, sorry. I'm seeing without my glasses, not the easiest thing. But anyway, it's a really pretty duo. But it's just, the Summer Fridays was just a little lighter and a little more pink, which was what I was looking for. I'm trying to do a vibe kind of with that, and match my exercise clothes, because my big thing today is my partner is working all day today, and so I am in full charge of dog mode, dog going out 3 times, because that's her normal going out. So I've got more of a blue purple shirt on here, and I have black and pink athletic wear on the bottom. So anyway, so we're trying to get just a little pink there. I feel very 80s, and when you see the palette that I chose today, it's a vibe. So anyway, that's the Summer Fridays, the pink, not summer, yeah, Summer Fridays Pink Skies. Okay, and then the last is a highlighter, is a Colourpop. It's purple. Let me put that over here. So I'm gonna try and just do a little bit of that. I'm using my fingers for most of this because I'm trying to just be very gentle with the creams. Get them blended in. But with my eye look, I'm not trying to be, you know, natural per se. But until that point, you could have done this as a natural sort of look, but the highlighter, not necessarily following that. Okay, so we've got cream products. I'm gonna do a little bit of powdering. This is the Lawless powder, and look, if you like pans like this. But we'll powder a little bit here. Have one of the BK Beauty 103. I'm giving it just a little bit of love. I am starting to sweat, so even with the doors open and the breeze coming through, we're still getting a little sweaty going on. So probably the next video is either going to be nearly early morning, or it's going to be with air conditioning on. So I don't know how that's going to work. Maybe it won't work. We'll just have to be very hot. But in that case, if there's no air conditioning, then you're going to see me sweaty again. So I don't know. We're just doing what we can. Okay, so let's look then. My bronzer on the side maybe could have been a little bit more blendy. And I've got my hair in it. That would help a little bit too. All right, so let's look at what we're doing as far as. This is the 1-Up palette from Lethal Cosmetics. So you've got an arcade, stand-up arcade game. Has a mirror, and then this is the palette. So you can see why I'm wanting to do the 80s thing today. So I'm gonna do the pinks and the purples. That's where I'm going. So anyway, we'll hold it sideways so you can actually see what I'm doing. Lethal has a very pigmented formula, so I don't need a lot of this, but I'm gonna start in with the lighter colors. That's why. This is a sparkly pink, so we're gonna do the interior. And I am shutting my eyes for this. So we have the nice light sparkly starting in. Luckily with the move, all of my makeup except for one piece survived. And that's saying something because there was a lot of discombobulation, and our pod had to get, it wouldn't open. There was something blocking it, so it had to get lifted up and shook and turned upside down to see if it could get opened that way. So it's really a good thing that everything survived the way it did. So I'm not complaining about that at all. Okay, so we've got some of the sparkly pink. I could have applied that with my fingers too. This second color is the deeper hot pink. We're gonna go through the crease with that. And we're using a Sigma brush. And this is from the Cinderella. Cinderella collection, sorry. Talking and doing makeup sometimes. Concentration. And I haven't done this for a while too. That's the, you know, no one springs out of Zeus's head fully formed like Athena. And also, if you've taken a break and you haven't done something for a while, sometimes it takes a minute. Also, okay, we're gonna go for the purple now. I do find that some of the things from the mini stroke this summer still surprise me, that I'm a little bit not as fast, maybe not as sharp as I was. And that may or may not go away. You know, it's where you don't know, is this the new normal? Is this not the new normal? Is this just something that will go away? For both the physical and the mental, but you know, we're gonna see. I believe that a person has the ability to heal. So we're just gonna test that out. So, okay, going in with the purple on the other side. And I'm excited because this is my first Get Ready With Me, and we're doing it. So I think that's very exciting. Let me turn my brush around, not poking myself in the eye. Okay. All right, let's see if we can do some liner. This is one of the Colourpop liners, Outer Space. Yes, Outer Space. This is more of a teal one. You can see there. And then we'll do mascara. It took me a while to find my mascara. I had put it in with my brushes for whatever reason. I just lost the lid for this. Also getting used to, we have no carpeted floors. It's all laminate wood here. So there's no carpet. And also you always hear the dog, the little tack of the dog's nails as she goes around, but she is sleeping on the couch right now. She has not gotten her summer haircut yet. She got a medium haircut a couple months ago to try and transition between the snow and the coming summer. But now I think we're gonna have to do the summer haircut. I like these lethal shadows. They're very pigmented and they do a lot of fun colors. My first shadows from them were the eyelining. Also not trying to poke my eye out. The Teresa is Lethal, the collab. Really liked it and came back for more. One of the exciting things, hopefully this is, you know, if Mabel could be embarrassed, she might be embarrassed. She's my puppy. Because they had big, huge snowdrifts during the winter, she learned how to bring her foot up higher and lean against the snowdrift so she could pee higher. So she could pee either like a boy dog or a taller dog. So she was able to do that with the snowdrifts. And now that there's no snow, she's figured out that if she's around a lamp pole or a hydrant or something like that, she can do that where she rests one of her back paws up higher and then she can pee. So it's like, it's funny. Dogs are definitely trainable, and some of the things that they learn on their own because they're trying to do something. So now Mabel has, after the snowdrifts, she learned how to pee in a new way. So there you have it. That's the fun of having puppies. I'm sure kids are like that too, not peeing on hydrants, but that, you know, they learn things that you don't expect them to learn, all by themselves, their little brains figuring it out. So that was a funny thing for me to figure out, that Mabel had done that and why she was doing it. This is very nice. It's been a while since I had mascara on, like eyeshadow and mascara. So this is like the first full face of makeup I've had since I got to New York, because everything was just, you know, we were really lucky. Everything was really hard, but it worked out. But it was really hard. So this is kind of a nice thing for me to be able to do my makeup and have this be the first get ready with me in New York. So anyway, I feel good about that. All right, so we've got the pink look. So we're going on to lips. I pulled out, because I was trying to see about, as you can tell, testing. So these were my Fenty blushes, and then this on the bottom is the lip liner in RiRi, and then this is a Glamlite. It's the Barbie. So this is the RiRi, this is the Barbie. The Fenty ones are more creamy, and they, you know, they set down, but then at first they move around a little bit. But they're not too bad, but you can see, I don't know if you can see the smudge. I'm thinking that I want to go the lighter road, but I also pulled out, this is the Pat McGrath, one of her lips. Let's see, this is the Dramatique Mega Lip in Flashbulb Fuchsia. So this is the Flashbulb Fuchsia. Very creamy, very long lasting. It seems like that's gonna be, because the others are more of a muted pink. So I think we're gonna go ahead and go with the Flashbulb Fuchsia. I also pulled out Marshmallow as a lip gloss. This is the NYC in Marshmallow. These are great, they smell great. They're very comfortable on the lips. I think probably I'm going to do that over them. So you probably won't get to see the color of it. Let me swatch that, sorry. It's more of a milky situation. But it's definitely purpley. So I think that would be lovely just doing that if I wasn't looking for more color payoff. But let's put this on as a liner and then to fill. And it goes on super creamy, which is nice, but it's also very long lasting where it goes. That's why I was wanting to pick bold colors in this, and I really like that. So this has been a good purchase. I had other colors in that weren't as bold, that were more neutral, and I have other neutral lipsticks. So I just kept out this one that was more on the punchy side. Okay, so then I'm gonna go in with the gloss. It's a very different color. as you can see from the swatches. But it's gonna wear down, unlike the other, and so then I'll have more of the Pat McGrath left after that. So, okay, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there's our first look. There we go. All right, let me put on my spectacles, and then it's dog walking time. Okay, here we are. Hope you guys are doing well. There'll be other get ready with me's. Hopefully we'll have more of a situation of the light set up, and oh, nails. This is Shattered Glass from Mooncat, if you wanted to know. Having fun with my nails. So anyway, we're ready for our day and get the dog walked and see what else what good trouble we can get into. So anyway, love you guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.